Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and before I get started with tonight's episode review, I recently discovered, honestly by accident, and I don't even know how it came up, but I discovered I actually have had AMC Plus, I guess, for a very long time, and I only recently realized this when I was going through my recordings on my Sling TV. And I happened to click on Walking Dead, and I'm scrolling through Walking Dead. I'm like, I wonder if all the episodes are here for season 11. And sure enough, there was the season 11 mid-season finale, which is technically dropping tomorrow, but it dropped a week ago. I think it was a week ago. Yes. And now I finally had a chance to watch it. And boy, am I glad I did, because it was great. And it was filled with a lot of surprising moments. And so I just got to say, I'm so happy to have discovered that I am an AMC Plus member after all. Because I've been debating with myself for a while if I was going to get it or not. But now I know. So now I can finally deliver all of my Walking Dead reviews a week early for you guys to watch and enjoy. Or you could wait until the week it's supposed to come out. And I respect that, of course. But I'm going to talk about it now because I want to get off my chest and talk about how much I liked it. So here's my episode review for, I'm calling the mid-season finale, but in reality it's the season 11 part 1 finale, because they broke down season 11 in 3 chunks, and this is the end of season 11 part 1. So, and the show obviously has a return date for February of next year, which is February 20th, but really it's February 13th. So before I get it, there's all that. Now, that being said, just obviously this is a spoiler-filled review. We're going to be talking about character moments, deaths, and revelations and shit like that. So of course I begin, spoiler alert, if you're not caught up on The Walking Dead by at least this episode, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, it is so great to see all of our characters kicking so much ass on so many levels. I gotta say, I was a little surprised at the lack of major character death. We usually lose a major character or two in a mid-season finale. Technically, you could count Pope as a major character, even though he was only introduced to us a few episodes ago and was meant to be the villain who's going to be the villain who's going to be killed off anyway. But despite that fact, it did not take away from his satisfying death, because this guy was a religious fucknut who needed to die. And I'm so happy that he did die. I am shocked that it was Leah and not Daryl who's going to kill him, because I really thought Daryl was going to do it. Or honestly, I kind of hoped Maggie would do it too. But there's still a couple Reapers running around. So if she's still thirsting for blood, she could just kill those guys. And there are definitely a couple more Reapers running around with Leah now taking charge. But I thought to myself, right before she killed him, before Leah killed Pope, I thought, man, somebody needs to stab this guy in the throat. Like, that is the fastest, quickest, easiest way to kill this guy unexpectedly. It's just a quick jab in the throat with a big buck knife. And that's why I thought Daryl was going to do it. But oh, no, Leah beat him to the punch. But it was, like I said, despite Leah being the one who was the executioner, it was still hella satisfying to watch. I also love the fact that we got to check in with all of our folks back home in Alexandria with their crappy situation and how derelict and destitute they're becoming. And not only do they have to face the never-ending threat of walkers, but now this overwhelming force of nature that is a storm that is blowing down their already dilapidated, crappy walls, which of course only brings in more of the dead. And I love that we got to check in with so many characters that we honestly haven't seen so much of in the first half of this season, like the kids, Diane, the archer, Rosita, who else? Nabila, Jerry's wife, Nabila, their kids, Gracie, and now we got to see a lot more of Lydia. I think this is the most of Lydia we've seen in this season so far. And, Virgil's gotten some great screen time. I love how I really am enjoying his redemption arc. I love how he's connecting with Judith, reassuring her that her mom is all right and she would be proud of her. She could see her. And I was also surprised to see Virgil alive, because I thought he took some pretty deep stab wounds in the back, a few episodes back. But I guess they patched him up just in time, because he might be walking around with a limp, but he's still alive, so cool. Exciting episode, pretty intense stuff. Like I said, I was surprised at the lack of major character deaths, although that probably means we might get one or two in the next episode when it drops in a couple months in February, so brace yourselves. But overall, exciting action-packed and pretty well-paced episode. You know, we got to see a pretty hateable villain die in a pretty satisfying way, which is always all right in my book. You know, because towards, you know, I liked Pope at first, but he was getting a bit too fanatical for my taste, so I'm glad that somebody finally put him down. Would have preferred Daryl or Maggie, but if it was going to be Leah, then fine. I'm just glad somebody stabbed him in the throat, which is what I was hoping and wanted to see. So, yay! Exciting episode, though. Great end to the first half of season 11. Can't wait to see what they've got in store for us. Hell, we didn't even check in with Carol and Aaron and their group who went out to try to repair the walls in the heart of the storm. I'm really hoping that's what we get to see in the next episode when it drops in February. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Did you have any moments or scenes that you really liked or didn't like for one reason or another? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. And thank you so much for watching this Walking Dead review. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Walking Dead review videos, not only for this show, but the other two spin-offs, World Beyond and Fear, which I will be covering shortly, like literally later tonight. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.